What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Whoop, oh, whoa. What is, hey, what's going on? Coffee first, then speak. What's going on? Skipping tin. Whoa, the best one. Georgie, what's going on? And all you happy lurkers. Oh, the lurkers who disappear and they don't like music. Oh, well. Give people a few minutes to roll in. We're going to play trivia. Coffee. George Mitchell. Hey, George. Goblin, what's going on? Goblin. It's already almost 10. I'm usually off the computer by 9. Uh-oh, it's a late night. Uh-oh. Crybaby. Is this the A-hole club? George Mitchell. Goblin, what's going on? Goblin, I'm dropping the link. Come up and share some insight. Share some insight, brother. Come on. I haven't seen you for a while. I'm dropping the link. Come up here, man. Are you toasted? You're probably toasted. Come on. Come on, Goblin. Come share some insight about the world. Whoa. Hooga. We're going to play in just a minute. Goblin, I think, is going to come up and share some insight about the world. Come on, Goblin. Oh, okay, okay. All right, it's okay. Who's going to share some knowledge? Who's going to share some knowledge tonight? George, George, you can come up if you want to. Quick being a crybaby. Georgie, come on. Come on, Georgie. We got about 10 minutes of sharing knowledge. Huga, Georgie, who wants to come up tonight and share some knowledge? You're under extreme heat warning. Come up and bitch about it, George. Come on, man. We don't hear you. Coffee first, then speak. You want to come up since it's past your bedtime? Hooga. Hit the link if you want to come up. You got 10 minutes. That's it. Then we're going to play trivia. I'm waiting. Nobody wants to come say hi? Okay. A bunch of a-holes anyway. Somebody has to be an a-hole. Oh, somebody's taken. Who is it? Oh, God. Dang. That is the ugliest slug I've.
I
Oh,
got news for you. I got news for you right now, KJ.
what's going on, George?
For the rest of y'all, Israel is getting attacked by Iran.
Oh,
Yes.
so what's so we're in the midst of so WW3 is going to break out right before the elections.
I
Oh,
don't
here we
know.
go.
I
Yeah,
have no
Georgie.
idea. It
That's
sounds
what's
like
going
it.
to. Huga, come on up and share some knowledge.
And I know I'm
Share.
under extreme heat warnings until Friday. But I think it's going to go until probably about either Sunday or maybe Monday morning. Probably about Sunday night.
Mm. How hot is it? Like 100 degrees or something? Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit over it.
come share some Huga with us. Come share some Huga. Everybody needs balance. Come on, Huga. Skipping 10. Yeah, that's not good, George. Well, I mean, it was bound to happen with Iran and Israel, but what are we supposed to do, right? Huh? Possum Head, how are you anyway? How's things other than a heat advisory? But you see, you
Hurting
got your
like hell on my back.
huh?
I've been hurting like hell on my back here lately.
Uh oh. Uh
My
oh.
whole back hurts. getting worse and worse and worse.
Well, tell your girlfriend to take it easy on you then.
Yeah, right, chump. Yeah, right. Behave.
George, George, why do you always do that shit? Why does your mic always go mute when you come on my live stream? I don't get it. I don't know what happens. Something happens. I can't hear you,
Behave, you
George.
little brat.
George, what'd you
Behave.
George, George,
Damn
what did
you.
you say?
You
Huh?
little twerp. I said behave. Damn you, turd. You're asking
Yeah.
for it, KJ. Just you wait.
Oh, Huga,
You're
could you
gonna
come
get
up
it.
and somebody has to give you shit? Where is Josh
Come on,
Roberts when
Coffee.
we
Get up here and help me pick on this brat over here, will you?
Oh, I thought you were gonna call me chief asshole.
No. Calling you a
I mean,
brat. That's what you are.
okay,
Brat.
you're a twerp. George, hold on. Huga wants to share some knowledge. Huga, come on now, Huga. Come on. Come up here. Huga,
That's a good point
Huga.
right there.
Yeah, she said don't eat yellow snow. That's really like a good tip. I mean, the snow is coming. It's
But
cold
don't
here in
piss in the wind
Colorado.
either.
No, don't piss in the wind because it might, well, it might get you a little messy. A little messy.
Oh
Should
yeah.
we? You ready to play some trivia, George, or what?
Let's go.
Huh? All right.
Let's go for it.
Thanks for showing your ugly mug. We always appreciate you, George.
Hey, one question, right quick. You're gonna be down in lots of this month?
I gotta
Will
see.
you be able to come down?
I'll text you. I got a new phone number coming on Friday, so I'll text you, and
Okay.
you'll know it's me. Okay, it's a 970. It's a
All
970
right.
number. Okay, I'll text you, and then we can
All
talk
right.
about it. Okay. Okay.
All right. See you
Peace,
then.
peace, Georgie.
Take care, bro.
Possum head. Always nice to have George up. Huga, are you coming up real quick? Are you coming up real quick? Come on, Huga. Come on, CB. I haven't seen you forever. Come on. Y'all are so shy. You're all so shy. Why? Why? Huh? What is the problem, Huga? Are y'all ready to play trivia? We don't have enough people to play trivia. We need like advice. Clothes make the man. Naked people have very little influence on the world. Huga, come on up here and say some of these wonderful comments that you're leaving in the chat. Come on. Come on. Oh. Hey, hello. I'm dropping it one more time for you. Huga, if you come on now, quit acting up. We gotta hold the line for 5 minutes. Come on, Huga. 5 minutes. You got the floor for 5 minutes. Come give your speech. Let's go, Huga. You're driving. Be careful out there. It's a dangerous, dangerous world. Be careful. I don't want you to, we don't want nothing to happen to you while you're driving. You shouldn't drive and try to do that. Well, okay. Oh, okay. This goes out to everybody. We're stepping back in time. We're stepping back in time.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching through the night. Whoa, street light people. Every linger in a smoky room. The smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Whoa, strangers waiting, up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching through the night. Whoa, street light people, living this thing in motion and hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling, yeah. Street light people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to your heart. Hold on to your heart.
Oh, Sherry,
Hold on to your heart.
hold on, hold on.
So now I come to you with hope to get home. So now I go on things for you.
Hold on to that feeling.
Let's play. Let's play. So we're gonna start the new Christmas series for trivia. I think I'll start it Thanksgiving and we'll run it till Christmas Day, like we've done the last 3 years. I haven't decided what kind of prizes or what we're doing. I think it'll be easier to do like Amazon cards or something like that. So we'll figure that part out. I'll make the announcement on the community page for that. And let's play trivia. We are going to be playing Preppers Trivia tonight. It is Prepper Trivia time. Are y'all ready? Can I get some ones in the chat that y'all are ready to play some Prepper Trivia? These questions you may not know because you may be just really dumb. Oh, that was rude. Off the wall, that was rude. Okay, anyway. If you get caught sleeping at work, raise your head and exclaim an amen. Hooga. Can I get some ones? If I don't get some ones, I'm not playing trivia shit. I could go take a nap. Sherry Leach is up in the house. You can't remember your damn name tonight. Well, hit a one then if you can not remember your name. Go ahead, Sherry. Hit a one, hit a one, hit a one. Okay. At least we got you to move your hand to the keyboard. All right, we're going to play Prepper Trivia and we will start the official game in in November, running through December for the giveaways. So we'll talk about that. I'll put it on the community page and I'll start listing these. Okay, so let's roll. Tonight it is Prepper Trivia. Those terms you never know. Survival, preppers should know all about survival, great books and authors. We're going to go for 100 to great books and authors. Who is he? Born 1974 in Northern Ireland, is probably one of the most famous survivalists on the list, mostly due to his show, Man vs. the Wild. During the filming of Man vs. Wild, he would often eat raw meat, drink his own urine. Oh, tasty. And on one occasion, he even ate raw goat testicles. Who wants some tollywhacker balls? There you go. Yummy, yummy. Who is he? Anybody know? Does anybody know? He's known also for being the youngest man to climb Mount Everest. At the time, he was only 23 years old. Oh, I don't have enough preppers in here to answer these questions tonight. Maybe, maybe not. Anybody know? Anybody want to take a guess? Oh, Huga comes in with Bear. No one. I kiss. Sherry, how are you anyway? How's your health? Are you doing okay? Bear Giles is the answer. Is it Bear? Is the answer Bear? Anybody else want to take a guess at that one? Sherry, you know you would put him in a lockjaw. You'd smack him up and get those. It is bear grouse. Ooh, and the crowd goes wild. Sending out a big old heart to Hooga Hooga. Hooga, you get to pick the next category and number. Go ahead. That's one for Hooga. Good. I'm glad to hear it, Sherry. I've been missing you. We've lost so many good people, like not only on this channel, but just so many that had channels. They're just gone. Gee, honey. Okay. He does. He does. But his books are fabulous. These books are really good. Hooga, what category? Those terms. She's picking those terms. We're going to go to those terms for 100. EOTW. What does EOTW mean? Who knows? Everybody should know this one. We've talked about this 1,000 times. EOTW. Anybody know? Come on, Miss Sherry. You know. Your favorite preppers always talk about this, Miss Sherry. Anybody got an answer? EOTW. Where's Kentucky Survival when we need him, huh? Or Josh? Come on, Georgie. Where are you? EOTW. Anybody? Nope. I'm going to give it away. End of the world as we know it, folks. End of the world as we know it.
Aww.
We'll go to survival for 100. What plant has green leaves, white flowers, grows in the northern temperate zone, resembles a carrot or parsnip, and is deadly poison? Wow. Y'all are crazy. Anybody? Boy, you guys are lacking tonight. You're just slacking. Oh. I'm going to go with it. Oh, no, it's water hemlock. I thought it was. We got that wrong. Boo.
Aww.
Boo. Boo. We're going to go to You Never Know for 200. Rule of 3. What is it? Rule of 3. Rule of 3. What is it? This one is easy, y'all. This one's easy. You planted it to stop the deer from coming through your front yard. Really? Rule of 3. Anybody? Ah. Close. You're really close, Miss Sherry. Really close. George, that's not very nice. Ah, there we go. 3 minutes no air, 3 days no water. But you didn't get the other one. A survival rule of thumb describing how humans can only live 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, and 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. 3 weeks without food. That's a good one to know, y'all, really. Oh, you got it. Hooga, hooga, hooga. Hooga, you actually have learned something over the last few years. We're going to go to survival for 200. The flesh of which fish is poisonous? The flesh of what fish is poisonous? The flesh of which fish is poisonous? You love your snacks. Hooga. Anybody? Miss Sherry, you can. The puffer fish. Fuga. I don't think so. The puffer fish. I don't think you can eat the puffer fish. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the right answer. I haven't played this one for a long time. The surgeon fish. The surgeon fish. Boo hiss. Oh well. We'll learn something from this, right? Preppers should know a Kevlar vest is likely to prevent fatal injury to the wearer's torso if he is shot with a what? Anybody? A Kevlar vest. Anybody know the answer? An arrow. Come on, Hooga. Hooga. Bullet armor. Mm-mm. Negative, negative, negative. A 38 special or less. Y'all are sucking wind. Y'all are sucking wind. Bunch of crybabies anyway. Preppers should know for, we're going to go for 400. Preppers should know for 400. Hypothermia generally only happens in cold weather. True or false? There, somebody should get that one. It's a true or false. You have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Miss Sherry. Hypothermia generally only happens in cold weather. True or false? George is saying true. Miss Sherry is saying false. I think I'm going to go with Miss Sherry. That's not a true statement. I'm going with Miss Sherry. Hypothermia happens during all seasons and temperature, usually due to exposure to water that leads to the lowering of your body temperature. So the correct answer is Miss Sherry. Throw you up a heart for that, Miss Sherry. You haven't been around and you still got it right. Miss Sherry, you get to pick the next category. Miss Sherry, what category you want? We have great books and authors all about survival. Preppers should know, spelt incorrectly by me. Survival, or you never know, or those terms. Which one do you want, Miss Sherry? Yeah, staying dry is definitely a key. Do y'all remember when I told the story about hypothermia and my friend Mish that was pregnant and she was in the water, she almost drowned? You want to go for terms? Okay. I mean, hypothermia, the thing is, folks, is hypothermia can set in so quickly. That's the only time in my whole life that I thought I was going to drown, is because the water was so freaking cold. It was so cold. We're going to go to terms for 300. SIP. SIP. What does it mean? SIP. This is an easy one. Y'all, this is an easy one. Anybody? Thank you. Well, it could stand for set in poo. Set in poo. Set if peeing. Stay in place. Miss Sherry. Shelter in place. Way to go, Huga. Close enough. Oh, no, that was Huga. Huga. Sorry about that. It wasn't Miss Sherry. Huga. What one do you want? What category? Yeah, George. I said the wrong name. Huga. What one do you want? It's all on you, Huga. Preppers should know. All right, preppers should know. Preppers should know for 300. In an emergency situation, drinking small amounts of salt water will keep you from dehydrating until fresh water can be found. True or false? Now, y'all should get this one. Y'all should get this one. Georgie, you know the answer to this one. I know you do, Possum Head. What's the answer? Come on. Come on, folks. I hope we build up the game before Thanksgiving. We got a false? We got a false. I believe that is Correct. Drinking any amount of salt water will further dehydrate you, and in larger quantities can cause major organ damage. That's a good one. You guys got it right. Way to go, guys. George, we'll let you pick this one, and then Miss Sherry, you can pick the next one. What's up, Kentucky Survival? Kentucky Survival, we're going to start the main game around Thanksgiving and run it to Christmas, and then the prizes will be given out around Christmas. All right. Which one do you want, George? George, what category you want? All about, all about, all about survival. What internal temperature is required to break down bacteria cells in meat? What internal temperature is required? Anybody? This is probably a pretty important one if we had like a complete SHTF where we didn't have electricity, and you better have a good thermometer to make sure that you're not eating raw meat, because the last thing you want to do, we got 160 degrees. Bacteria begins to break down at 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Way to go, guys and gals. I think it is on Miss Sherry to pick one. Miss Sherry, pick a category, and then Kentucky Survival, you're after her. Miss Sherry, go ahead. So where I'm working at now, we deliver meals to all the clients, right? And I'll tell you what, folks, I'm glad I'm not eating their meals. We had to eat one meal. We had to try it. Oh my God. The beef patties, they take some really crazy stuff, and it is not meat in any way, shape, or form. It has to be some modified crap because it was disgusting. I couldn't do it. It was that bad. You never know. For 100. Carrington, what year did this happen? What is it? Carrington. What year did it happen? It was disgusting, Huga. It was so gross. And not only that, the temperatures fluctuate so much that food is the only thing that they have that's good is the salad. And even the salad some days comes in and it's wilted and disgusting. We had our first escape last night. So that was very, very interesting. We had to put the whole center on lockdown, which was very interesting. And a lot of people were really pissed off that they had to stay in their rooms. The 1800s. And what is it, Kentucky Survival? Take us on in. So my job is rather interesting. It really is. Lucy Warren's World, big mega, mega love shout out to you. Thanks for coming in. Anybody know what it is? I don't think that's the correct answer. The most intense geomagnetic storm recorded in history back in 1859. So we got a half of that right. All right, Kentucky Survival, you're up to guess. Go ahead and say the category, Kentucky Survival. Where you want to go? Coffee First Then Speak is back up in the house. We are due for one. Yeah, we probably are. All right. Kentucky, you get to pick the category. All about. Okay. We're going to go for 400. Why should you melt snow or ice before drinking it? Why should you melt snow or ice before drinking it? Thanks, Coffee First. I appreciate your support. Anybody? No, I wouldn't say sterilize it. For the water, get debris out to purify, brain freeze. Eating frozen snow and ice will reduce your core body temperature. That is the main reason that you do it. So we're still going to give it because Huga did pretty good on that one. Go ahead, Huga. I think it was Huga. No, it was copy first and speak. Hurry, pick your category. Get one question in. Temple and Acres, what are you doing? So you can filter it to reduce how much body energy your body needs to expand to heat it up. That was your joke answer, but you got it right. What's your category? Copy first and speak. Pick one. Preppers should know. Preppers should know for 200 which crucial need should you address first if you're lost in the woods during a thunderstorm? What crucial need should you address first if you're stuck? Don't drink the yellow snow. Thank you, Huga, for the words of knowledge. Shelter. Lightning. Shelter. Lightning. Coffee first and speak. I think you better go back to work. Shelter, shelter, shelter from the elements is your first priority. Because of hypothermia, it can set within 20 minutes, and the shelter is going to keep you from losing more heat and also allow you to raise your body temperature. Really, once your shelter is established, then you can focus on other things. Good job, you guys. Who was whose category? That was coffee first. Um, who was the first one? Templin Acres. Go ahead. You and Huga kind of tied. Go ahead, pick a category. Templin Acres. Go ahead and pick a category. Oh, we're not worthy. We're not worthy, Huga. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. All about survival. All about survival for 300. Insect larva contains a lot of protein. Where are the best places to find these insect eggs? And they're so tasty. I think that it's that time of the year that I need to eat some crickets. I think it is that time of the year. Y'all know I love those crickets and the grubs. The grubs are the ones I really like. They're tasty, tasty. Oh, Huga, they're yummy. They are not bad at all. Ah, under rocks, under logs. George, I'll send you some crickets. Rotting stumps in the wood. Y'all got a lot of good answers. It pretty much is. Any moist area under rocks, inside rotten tree logs, or stumps. You guys kicked ass on that one. So many tied. We're going to go ahead and clean out that all about survival for 200. How long can a healthy human go without food as long as they have water? A healthy human go without food as long as they have water. Yes, let's eat bugs. Gross. If I have to eat bugs, please just let me die. Grubs are probably my favorite. They actually taste like apples, y'all. They really do. They taste like apples. They're not bad. We could do some worms. Kentucky Survival. What was it that me and you and all bets are off? We had some nasty sandwiches. I won. I really won. I think it was spam and something. We ate some dog food or something. I don't know what we ate that year. 3 weeks according to the rules, 30 days, a month, 3 hours. Oh my God, you guys are all over the place. The correct answer is a healthy person that's properly hydrated can last up to 8 weeks, so 2 months without food. And it's really, they're not going to be able to operate normally. But if you guys really, ladies and gentlemen, if you really look at starvation, that is a slow process. All your organs start shutting down. Your skin starts ripping and tearing easy. There's a lot of that goes into starvation. You don't just kill over. So, we definitely want to prep food. I would say prep your freeze dried food. and your MREs. Like the other food, I'm really not prepping that anymore. That's just the truth. I'm just not doing it because I've realized how hard it is to move it. That's right. I put oysters on that sandwich. We did. Oh, Miss Sherry, you'll have to drop me a super chat for me not to eat bugs. I'm gonna eat bugs. I think I'll make like a plate of bugs, like have some grubs, grasshoppers, crickets. What about a cockroach? Can you eat a cockroach? Does anybody know? I don't know if you can eat a cockroach. Now that might be a new one that might just gross me out because what if you don't really chomp on him and he's still alive and he goes down the hatch? Oh, that could, yeah. Those terms for 200. ICE. What is ICE? Thank you, little chef. Thank you very much, little chef. Should we try cockroaches this year? I don't know if I, or what about worms? I could try a worm. No, no. Let's try Kentucky Survival. Let's get some fish and worms and let's do a worm sandwich. Thank you so much. In case of emergency, is George the first one? Ah, George. George. Way to go, Georgie. Way to go, George. Go ahead, George. Pick the category. Pick the category. Cockroaches or worms? Which one are you talking about, Miss Sherry? Which one do you want me to eat this year? You know, it's 2024. We're going into the election and all that. Should I do worms or should I try a cockroach? I don't know if I could do a cockroach. That's just downright nasty. Lucy, thanks for being here. Books? Okay, George, you got it. We're going to great books and authors for 300. Born in September 1963, is a survival instructor with over 20 years of military experience. He's an expert in survivalism and primitive skills using hardly any tools. He's also a master of improvising. He also was the star of the dual survival show made by the Discovery Channel. Who is he? You won't even eat spam, so bugs are hard. No. Yeah, roaches might really make you sick, man. I don't think I could do a roach. I could do a worm. Maybe I should do earthworms this year. That would be fun. Anybody? 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 You don't watch TV? These are books. These are books. These are mostly books. These definitely are books. These definitely books. Cody, Dave Canterbury, Les Shroud. Who else? Dunya. What's up, Jake? We got some good answers. The correct answer is Dave Canterbury. Oh, y'all, you remember we went through Bushcraft 101, Bushcraft First Aid. Um, he has so many books out, and his books are phenomenal. I would actually like to go and see him. Like, from what I understand, I don't know if he still has them, but he did have some classes and stuff like that. Code London. Yeah, that's about the truth. They're into it, aren't they? Where's that going to put us? Great books and authors for 400. 2012, a mysterious city attack occurs as friends have brunch and an M something therapy session trapped in the house and unsure of their fates. This is a rare comedy for preppers to enjoy. Name the movie. Name the movie. It's all right. That's what it's all about. Learning. Oh, okay. Is that where they're at? That's not that far away. Ohio is not that far. Kentucky Survival, that would be like so freaking cool to go to his class. That would be like, that would rock it for real. Anybody? Name the movie. I think this is kind of a weird one. It was kind of a weird movie. I'm pretty sure this is the one I watched. No, no, it was a movie, not a show, Jake. It was a movie. Yeah. That was Doomsday Preppers was ridiculous, is what it was. Anybody? Anybody want to guess? You did, really. Awesome. Where'd you meet? Oh, yeah, you're like in that area. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. All right, we're going to finish that one up. Great books and authors for 200. The actual title of the movie is John Carpenter's Blank. Kurt Russell stars in it. An earthquake separates Los Angeles from the rest of California and the United States, and it becomes a penal colony. Name that movie. That is a good one. That is a really good one right there. You should know this one. This one, people should really know this one. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's an old one, y'all. It's an old one. Yep. No, no, no. Is it? Maybe. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is Coffee First. You're right. It is. Escape from LA. All right. What category do you want to go in? That was a pretty good one. Escape from LA was pretty good. Dragon Day was the one I liked. I liked Dragon Day. And I like the one about the Donner Party. There's a couple different ones. You never know. Okay, thank you. You never know for 400. If a victim appears to be caught in the downed electrical wire, what should you do first? Y'all, we're getting warmed up. We're going to have all new games starting in November. Iran turned to glass for $5.99. Ooh, I haven't seen it yet. Did you watch it, Kentucky, or no? I haven't seen it. I was curious about it. Anybody know about this one? I'll tell you what, messing with downed electrical wires is really, you're really asking for it. Call 911, they toast. Lick the wires to see if they're electrical. Coffee first and speak. Now, oh my goodness, if we tell someone to do that on YouTube, they'll probably go do it. People don't have any common sense. Oh, really? The correct answer is you should not touch them until you're sure the no voltage is present. I want to say this real quick. I gotta go get my phone charger. I want to say this real quick though. When I was at that campground in Alabama and they pulled the wires down, I'll tell you what, folks. When that transformer came to the ground, like it just shot sparks everywhere. There, and then it reverse grounded the ground line and went up and caught two campers on fire. So like that was Thanksgiving Day, and I'll never forget it because it was like one of those situations where you're looking and you're going like, "What the heck just happened here?" And it was a very very scary situation. I mean, like the first thing I did is went and unplugged my RV. Jake, I'll tell you what, some people don't have the wits to be in an RV. Some people really don't know what the hell they're doing. And that was a super dangerous, such a dangerous situation. It was really something. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's interesting, we got what 1 month till election. We got the problem in the ports with the longshoremen. We got that situation erupting. We got such great leadership, right? Such great leadership. Um, they're going to pull something else. We're going to go to survival for 300. If a wound displays arterial bleeding, the first thing to do is what? Yeah, yeah, Jake, it's pathetic. It's pathetic, the stupidity. I could really get into that. Apply pressure. Don't lick it. Coffee first, you're just giving some great words. Tie it off. Mm. If it's wet and not yours, don't touch it. Jake, seriously, apply pressure. I'm waiting to see some of these answers because y'all are really tourniquet. Apply pressure to the nearest pressure point between the wound and the victim's heart in the wound. I am working a side gig at a fireworks store. Some lipstick came in. Oh, we got to see this. I said, you can't have that in here. You can't use it anyway because if you did, you would level a city block. Duh. Wow. Wow. Some people's children. So apply pressure. A tourniquet would work. A handkerchief would work. Using your hand would work. I mean, you have a lot of options. But get between the victim's heart and the wound is the main thing. We're going to go to those terms for 400 PMA. PMA. Thank you, little chef. PMA. Anybody know it? PMA. Nobody knows the answer? Come on. Don't use Google. Don't use Siri. Pat my ass. Oh, post-mortem ass. Oh, lordy. I guess no one. Pick. Hold it. What did that say? Pick my arse. Y'all are really full of it tonight. Anybody? I don't think this one's going well. Positive mental attitude. That's way off, y'all. A type of mindset that focuses on the importance of being positive in stressful situations. Y'all suck, man. Y'all sucked on that. All right, you never know for 300. In order to survive on a fish only diet, each day you would require how many fish? Ah. Oh, lordy. Anybody know how many fish you'd have to eat in a day? We talked about this before. No. No, George. No coffee first. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how big they are. It's that if you're on a fish only diet, a lot of people think they could eat one or two fish. We're talking sharks or guppies. Too many factors. No, it's not really too many factors. It's really not. 15 pounds of fish. 15 pounds of fish. So it doesn't really matter how small or big the fish is. You'd need 15 pounds of fish a day to be able to sustain on a fish only diet. And if you really think about it, I mean, that could be easy to accomplish, honestly. It could be easy to accomplish, but on the other hand, 15 pounds of fish, I mean, that's a lot. And if you have a bad day, you're screwed. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've seen catfish that look like freaking, river cat that look like freaking sharks. So it really depends. Are we talking the sturgeon fish? No, do not eat the sturgeon. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Last one, survival for 400. Foil packaged foods have a shelf life of what? Foil packaged foods have a shelf life of what? Anybody? So we're probably going to be doing trivia like on Tuesday nights. I'll get a schedule set up. I don't start my regular schedule until next week. So then I'll know. 3 months, 25 years. Yeah. Okay. All right, Miss Sherry. Jeez. Oh my God. Wow. Picky ass. Oh. Did I just call you an ass, Miss Sherry? Yes, yes, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about doing it like it because I started this one at 8, but I think pinball, some of you like pinball, some of you don't, whatever. But I think pinball has his live on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. I don't know. I was thinking like 6 o'clock or 5. Would you all be down for a way earlier time, like 5, 6 o'clock? Hit a one in the chat. Oh hell no, I ain't respecting nobody anymore. I'm over respect. I will not go there too much. I you know, okay. So do y'all want to go a little earlier time, especially starting in November to December? I could actually probably do it on Sundays too, like we used to. I think Sunday night is a better turnout. Coffee first, calm down. Jesus Lord, we see you. 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, so I'll try to go. I'll go to everybody's like, nope. A lot of people used to really go to them, but I don't know. I think as a lot of channels grow, they forget, um, really. And some of them aren't too nice anymore. And a couple of them, like that one, actually said some pretty ruthless, nasty things to about people. And so, it is what it is. But I think we should go back to Sundays. I think we should go back to Sundays. But I have like this new attitude about prepping, and I've really stayed away from the news for like 4 or 5 months. It doesn't mean that I'm not watching. What it really means to me is that, I'm concentrating on my health. I'm concentrating on weightlifting and swimming, getting in better shape. Not really concentrating on weight at all. I don't really care about that anymore. Um, but I've realized that, a lot of the prepping channels, we quit speaking the truth because they started censoring all of us and they started taking down our channels, and they just started doing bullshit like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that. And the speaking in code bullshit is not for me. It's just not for me. I think that, you know, that's one thing that we should all realize, that like we actually are losing not only our God given rights, but we're losing in a big way this battle of good versus evil, of good people that just want to be left alone. And we're really losing because the more censorship that we have, and I'm sure here in the next 30 days, it's probably going to be off the chart. And to me, I just really feel like sometimes I need to speak out, but I'm not going to run to another platform. I don't think that we should have to run to another platform or hide what we're thinking. The America that I was brought up in, we could speak freely as adults. I understand not giving medical misinformation. I understand things like that. But being able to speak freely about how we feel about things, how we see things, is our God given right, and we should be able to do it. And when we get off of that and we stop doing it, we really have given in to the powers that be. I've realized after traveling over to the Philippines how blessed and lucky we are in the United States. We really are. But we take so much for granted. We really take it for granted. And I like the life over in the Philippines because it's simple. It's the philosophy that we've talked about on prepping channels forever. Keep it simple, stupid. And if you're a puff marshmallow ass, who cares? Get offended. I don't give a shit. But really about keeping it simple, about having a simple life and having a low stress level. In a lot of third world countries, I'm sure, folks, that the life expectancy is way shorter than the United States. But what I can say is that they're living life, that they're enjoying life. Yes, some of these countries like Mexico, the Philippines, and other countries have a high crime rate in certain areas. But like Tin, where she lives at, the crime rate is very low. That's from a statistic point of view. But look at what's happening in the United States day in and day out now for the last 3 weeks. I've worked around parolees and people that are on paper. And the bullshit that they pull is unreal. And if they had to go over to the Philippines or go down to Mexico and get thrown in the slammer, it might change their whole attitude. Because even where we're at in the United States with that system, and yes, it's a money making fucker. It is. They are making so much fucking money off of prison. But the thing is that our prison system and our hospitals are way better than most around the world. And I agree with you. Simple is better. I'm on a 3-year plan, Kentucky. You said it was going to happen, and I'm on a 3-year plan to go on over here. Look, I'm showing Skipping 10. She's sleeping. You see that? She's sleeping. Maybe she's not sleeping. But I'm on a 3-year plan, and that's what I want to do. I have seen the difference in the attitudes, in being thankful, in putting up the priorities right, God and family. And in the United States, we got it all fucked up. We got it all fucked up. Everybody wants to boo-hoo about everything. Everybody wants to say, give me, give me, give me. That's going to come to a halt. The give me attitude is going to come to a halt. It's got to. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because of what happened 3, 4 years ago, because of the bullshit that continues to happen in this country, because of the border crisis, because of our current establishment, crooked as hell. Yeah, it is. It is. But let me say this about the system. I met a dude, 30 years that he spent in DOJ, 30 years DOC. He's still on paper. And we had this show. If you go back in the live streams, we had the show a long time ago. Do they deserve a second chance? If somebody spends 30 years of their life behind bars, do they get a second chance? Kentucky. Do they deserve a second chance? And I'll tell you what, this guy, he is set on staying out. But I think a lot of them, it takes a whole lot for them to change that attitude, really. And even the opportunity they have at the center where I work, a lot of them don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't want to be there, and all they want to do is run away. And we let them run. That's why we had an escape last night. We let him run. We knew hours before he even did it. His own family called to tell us. So it's very interesting looking at things on a different aspect now because I'm behind the scenes watching these things. We have a fentanyl problem that's unbelievable, unbelievable in this country, even in rural America. And it's killing people. And it's coming right across our borders. And it's in our hospitals. And the fentanyl issue is, we hear about the zombified, but these are real men and women that I'm dealing with. And it's really sad. Some of these, I would call them kids, started using fentanyl when they're 14, 15 years old. And as I'm seeing them in the center and talking to them and getting to know them, it's the shit they try is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And then the withdrawals from fentanyl is worse than heroin. So it's really interesting, this new career. It's really eye opening. And to me, it's pretty fucking sad, the system that we have intact. The only good thing I can say for Colorado is that somebody that gets a first alcohol or drug offense is not going to prison. They're coming to programs like ours. So it's giving people an opportunity to correct their bullshit. But then on the other hand, I have a guy that's there right now. This is his 5th time through a program like ours. It's not helping him. He don't give a shit. He actually literally said it. But he's going to lose his whole family. Once they get you, they never quit squeezing. And that's, yeah. Well, and that's what I'm seeing with a lot of these men and women that are in our center. I'm seeing it every day, Kentucky, day in and day out, and I'm seeing some young faces, and I don't know if they'll be able to make it through the program. We have a 70% success rate at the program, But 30% is a pretty big gap, y'all. It's a pretty big gap. Yeah. Locking you in a cage is a threat to your own life. Oh, I'll tell you what. It's been running thin. It's been running thin. It really has. Good night, Miss Sherry. Thank you for dropping in. Glad to see you. Well, I'll be setting up the live stream schedule for trivia. I think Sunday nights is the night we'll do. I don't want to get on a big rant, but I am seeing things a lot differently now, being behind the scenes like I am. And every day is something different. That's for damn sure. You got to figure we have right now 150, 160 men and women in our center. So it's a big center and it's busy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So yeah, it's eye opening, and I just keep learning more and more about the judicial system. I'm going to be taking some classes soon and stuff, which I'm sure will be very interesting. The most important thing, folks, is to stay centered in the real world and to keep prepping, getting actively involved. This election's coming up. Where it's going to go, Lord only knows. Will we have total chaos? We've talked about this before. A lot of channels are saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the chaos is going to come from a different direction. That's my personal take. I think that what's been happening across the border for a decade is going to come back to bite the U.S. right in the ass. Right in the ass. And it's going to be good men and women that are going to have to fight for survival to keep this country afloat. I don't think we've seen hard times yet, but I think they're coming. And a lot of people can bitch and moan and whine, but hard times are really coming as the American dollar shrinks. Pretty soon, when the American dollar, they dump all the treasury bonds in, like all of them, that's when we're going to see the big hit. And it could happen day or night. I don't know about y'all, but the hacking thing is out of control. And I think that that's going to get worse. And I don't know if it'll happen in our lifetime. I've been on this channel. I think this is going on 4 years, 5 years. And we have talked about so many things. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I mean, Kentucky, that's coming across the border, north and south border. I think, I still believe that we have the Trojan horse here. We have the Trojan horse within our own borders, and it's going to come back to bite us. Um, they're trying to get the second out of all of our hands. After being in the Philippines and seeing people not be able to have the Second Amendment, it was rather eye opening too. Um, does it make it safer? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Jake. It's crazy. It is definitely crazy. I am going to be keeping an eye on the maritime though, because that affects us big time. When we can't be bringing stuff in, we've had this happen before. Yeah, well, look at Chicago. Look at some of these states that passed where you can't have a gun, or go turn them in with your happy dumbass. Why did we not get attacked during WW2? Why didn't they come here? Why didn't they come to the states? Because behind, what was the saying? Behind every blade of grass was an American with a gun. We got to hold on to them, folks, or we'll end up like Australia. We'll end up like Chicago, and we already see the crumbling of the cities. So if they get people to turn in their guns, I think it's going to be a really bad situation. Oh, most fucking definitely. Most fucking definitely. It's the people. It's the people. I mean, think back, Kentucky Survival. You're about my age. Think back when I was in high school, every guy and a lot of girls went to hunter safety class, for one. And two, you could look out in the parking lot and see a shotgun or a rifle in the back of so many people's cars. Did we have mass shootings in school? No. But I'll tell you what we do have right now going on is we have a major, major mental breakdown of society. And when you think about the mental integrity of people and how it's affecting generation after generation, I met a young girl in the program. Her parents were hooked on meth. So where did she go? What happened to her? She did the exact same thing, and I believe that that's part of the problem is the breakdown of the American family. No mom, no dad, only one or parent or the other, or no parent at all because they're in a center. And then we have a generation, like I said 2 years ago, that will have a generation of kids that are mentally insane, that are drug addicts, alcoholics, and suicidal. And that's where we're headed. Yeah. 350 million weapons owned by only 30% of the people. I think we'd be better off if about 75 to 90% had the second in their hand. You had a Mini 14 in your truck in high school. And the thing is you didn't even think about that shit. But it's all because of the breakdown of mentality. It is, definitely is. Y'all, I got to get off here. I hope you enjoyed trivia. Hope you enjoyed our talk. And I hope everybody keeps prepping and doing the dang thing because prepping in the real world is about keeping your boots on the ground and keep on moving forward. And everybody's on a different prepping journey, but you got to keep moving forward. See, that's what I'm talking about. Crazy, crazy, Nunya. Y'all, God bless. Peace from here in Colorado to wherever you're at. I hope you keep on prepping, and I hope you keep your boots on the ground. And then, don't get caught up in the bullshit and the distractions. Stay focused on what's important, what's really important, which is God and family. Country's after that. Everybody have a great night. Peace to everyone. And keep on going no matter what. Don't give up and don't give in. I'm going to play a country song on the way out. Here we go. Let's Congo it out.